Delhi Capitals have decided to part ways with head coach Ricky Ponting after 7 years since the franchise failed to end its quest for an elusive IPL silverware. Delhi Capitals on Saturday parted ways with head coach Ricky Ponting after 7 unsuccessful years in their quest for an elusive IPL silverware, the franchise announced on social media. While it is still early days, there is every possibility that Sourav Ganguly, the current team director of DC, could double up as the head coach next season. As you move on as our head coach, we are finding it incredibly difficult to put it down in words. The 4 things that you told us about in every huddle: care, commitment, attitude and effort, they sum up our 7 years together, DC posted on their official X handle. While the franchise waxed eloquent in that emotional post about their long association with the Australian, it is learnt that Ponting was told in no uncertain terms that his performance hasn't pleased the management after being given 7 years, unheard of at franchise level, without results. Ponting, a 2-time World Cup winning captain of Australia, came on board in 2018, and while the team reached its maiden final in 2021, the performance in the following years have not matched that early promise. The top brass of Delhi Capitals has intimated Ricky that they aren't happy that the team didn't win a championship in 7 years, and they are trying to look at rejigging the support staff. He won't be continuing next year, a source close to DC management told PTI on conditions of anonymity. It is understood that those who are in charge wanted Ponting to be more involved in the auction process and team building, rather than joining a couple of weeks before the start of IPL. It remains to be seen whether DC will hire a new head coach or ask Ganguly to take up the gaffer's role. Praveen Amre, the hard-working assistant coach, is set to continue. The DC co-owners, JSW and GMR Group, are scheduled to have a meeting either at the end of this month or early next month to discuss the road ahead. The players' retention is another issue that will be up for discussion, and if the number stays at 4, then DC will have to let go either Australia's Jake Fraser-McCurk or South Africa's Tristan Stubbs, with only one overseas slot available. As far as the Indian core is concerned, the retention choices are pretty straightforward, as skipper Rishabh Pant, all-rounder Axar Patel and wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav lead that chart. A mega auction is on cards ahead of the IPL 2025, and there is every possibility that a few retainable stars from each franchise would want to enter the auction pool to check their real market rates. As far as the Indian core is concerned, the retention choices are pretty straightforward, as skipper Rishabh Pant, all-rounder Axar Patel and wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav lead that chart. A mega auction is on cards ahead of the IPL 2025, and there is every possibility that a few retainable stars from each franchise would want to enter the auction pool to check their real market rates.